When it comes to doing research and finding the best keywords, the best categories, when you're trying to create a low content book and you're doing research, it means just that. The idea is to just go to Amazon and look. Come over to All, scroll down, shop by department, go to Books. It opens up books, children's books, textbooks, Audible, Kindle books, more to explore, but simply just go to Books. Here you can see the categories that they highlight: art and photography, biographies and memoirs, business and investing, children's books, cookbooks, history, literature and fiction, mystery and suspense, romance, sci-fi and fantasy, teens and young adults. These are the categories right now that Amazon finds the most popular. They're doing the best, so they've highlighted them and put them at the top. But the idea for us is to scroll down and to keep digging and to come down to departments, scroll past that, and then come and look at format, because we are in the business of making paperback books. Now that doesn't mean there's not a lot to be found from this page, but come to paperback and now simply look at the books that are on this page to get an idea, to drill into what Amazon is showing people that are looking for books, and to give you a better idea of the best keywords and the categories that you can use when you're specifically making a low content book. So we start off with the bestseller. It ends with us a novel. #1 in books overall. Not what we're looking for. Publication manual. Not what we're looking for. But these BSRs are fantastic. But those are novels. Those are books. Keep scrolling until you actually find something that looks like something that we create. Here is a My First Learn to Write workbook, practice for kids with pen control, line tracing, letters, and more. This is #9 in all of the top 100 books. This is a good keyword. This is a good category. This is something you should definitely explore. Keep scrolling. Also understand that when you're scrolling through your Amazon account, whether you're logged in or whether you're logged out and you're using a different zip code, you might see different results. That's fine. That's okay. Don't be focused on what you're seeing in this video. Focus on what you're seeing at the time of your research, and make sure to take notes. When you get to a book that you think is something you can create, then stop. When you get to a book in a niche or a category or that has keywords that you think you can use to create a low content book, for example, self-love workbook for women, release self-doubt, build self-compassion, and embrace who you are. Click on this book, take a look at the ratings. It's a #1 bestseller in codependency. You could explore that category, but the idea here is to take keywords from this title. We're just doing research and we're looking for keywords and categories. So, self-love workbook for women, release self-doubt, build self-compassion, and embrace who you are. This is a paperback book. Now, this is not really a low content book, because when you click and you look inside, you will see that there is a lot going on in this book, meaning this book is an actual book with lots of words. It's not low content, it's not medium content. It's actually a book that has a lot in it. It's very detailed, it's very well done, and again, it's not a low content book. But what it does have is a keyword that we should explore for ourselves when we're talking about making journals or notebooks. So focus in on the title, Self-Love Workbook for Women. Open up Amazon. At this point, we're going to start doing keyword research. Self-Love Journal. 1 of 16 of over 10,000 results for Self-Love Journal. Scroll down through here, and again, these may not all be low content or even medium content books or journals or notebooks, but if you keep scrolling, you are going to find a treasure trove of ideas and a place to look. Here's our book, Self-Love Workbook for Women. Keep scrolling. Again, we're getting tons of ideas. Here's a book, Self-Care, a Day and Night Reflection Journal for 90 days. And then what you have here is what I want you to focus on, the editorial recommendations. Again, when you're doing your research, don't try to see exactly what I'm seeing. That's not the point of this video. The point of this video is for you to just look. Open up Amazon and look. Look in the niche that you're looking for. Look in paperbacks. Look and see what is selling in paperbacks, and then translate that into what you create, a low content book. The best gratitude journal for a positive mind. Best for gifts, best for busy people, best for building habits. And of course, you have this DS Amazon Quick View extension installed. You'll see that this is a Create Space book from 2017, but scroll down here and look. personal time management, creativity, emotional self-help. Highlight the other book, another CreateSpace book, an independently published book. This is a Kindle book that we do now. Scroll down, look. Self-help in a new age religion. Number 5 in literary diaries and journals. Guided journals, books. Best for building habits. Scroll down, creativity, meditation, self-happiness. Happiness, self-help. Come back to best for busy people. Guided journals, books. Simply click on that category. And now Amazon has taken you to Amazon bestsellers categories. Our most popular books based on sales, updated hourly. Again, this is updated hourly. Don't think you're going to see what I'm seeing at the time I shot this video, but take note of everything that you do see. Keep your eyes open. Remember what you're doing here. You are looking. Look at what they're showing you. Look at what is selling and figure out what you can create. Take a look at these books, their ranks, their titles, their covers, what they're talking about, how you can make the same kind of thing, how you can have success making low content books, not by copying what's already been done, but by looking at what is popular and what works. Then as you scroll, you're going to find more books. DS Amazon Quick View, again, Inner Child Self-Help, Eating Disorder Self-Help, Guided Journal Books. Think about what these categories are. Think about why Amazon puts books in certain categories. Again, here's a great example. The Gardener's Logbook. Guided journals, gardening, and landscape design. The idea here is that you are doing research. You are just simply looking and finding ideas for keywords and categories. And when you create a book, for example, you can see that the Gardener's Logbook is in gardening and landscape design, but it's also ranked in guided journals books. So think about what it is you're creating the book for, who you're creating the book for, why you're creating the book, and how someone is actually going to use it. Click on the Gardener's Logbook. You can see that this book is actually a hardcover book, but you can take this same idea and you can translate this into a paperback book simply by looking at the stars and the ratings and the reviews and then coming down here and reading the description. Whether you're planning a patio container garden or a backyard veggie patch, this logbook can help. Plant log pages allow you to track each plant you choose from its beginnings in your garden through the growing season and beyond. Note successes for the year. Note what didn't work and why, so you don't repeat mistakes. Tuck in photos, seed packets, and garden center recipes within the inside back cover pocket. Now again, you cannot do that because it's not a hardcover book. You are bound by the simple fact that you're creating a paperback book. But look, includes general gardening tips, helpful websites, dot matrix grid pages, and laying out your vision. You can do everything in this description when you create your Gardener's Logbook version of the book that you're going to create, except for the line where it talks about tucking photos, seed packets, and garden center receipts within the inside back cover pocket. But you could give them ideas. Maybe you could tell them or you could recommend that they could staple or tape these into their book. Give them an idea of what your book is for. Give them an idea of how they can really use your book. Go back and you can see that book is number 20 in the bestsellers in guided logbooks. Keep scrolling. You're going to see more books. Our bucket list a journal, 1 question a day, a 5-year journal. Keep scrolling. Look at the books that you can create. The point here is to simply look. Notebook doodles, girl power. Look at this book in guided journals, in activity books, in children's coloring books. 3 categories, tons of keywords. All you have to do is look. So don't think you need tons of tools. Don't think you need anything other than to go to Amazon and just look. And speaking of look, take a look at this next video that talks more about doing research because it's super important. I look forward to seeing you inside that video, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.